Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Leo Full Moon Live. Hi, Sandra. So we're going to talk about the Leo Full Moon today, and then we're going to actually do I broke all the signs down into the 4 elements, and we're going to use a new deck, the Power of Love, because it's definitely the Leo Full Moon, very feisty, very fiery. And then, of course, Mars and Venus conjunction super close today makes it for a really love energy. So I feel like that's going to be the perfect deck. So thank you, Miss L, for yet again another beautiful deck. So I do want to talk about a few things before we get started. And I figured that will give time for everyone to come in. But I made some notes on the Leo full moon. And I actually made them so you guys can see them too. So this Leo full moon, very feisty full moon. It's very much going to light like a fire of drive under everyone. Leos are natural born leaders, highly independent. They're self-starting and full of just natural, unmatched drive. Leos are known for their generosity. So this full moon is going to be full of passion, fire, drive, and ambition. You should have noticed that your dreams are getting bigger. That's one thing that's very personal that you can notice yourself. And the next thing I wanted to talk about really quickly was Mars and Venus. So Mars and Venus is definitely what makes this Leo full moon a little bit different. So here is the kicker. Today, February 16th, if you guys remember, I was mentioning the 3 dates. I believe it was February 16th, March. Ooh, I think it's March 6th. And I don't remember the 3rd day. I'll have to look it back up. But that's when they're going to be coming the closest. So today is definitely the first out of the conjunction. The conjunction started on the 12th. And they're very, very close at this very moment. And it's what it's called the peak. So what this represents is it represents long-term goals. So anything that's happening right now under this Leo full moon has the energy to ability to go for a long time. Now, although this could have something to do with like your career and a job, especially if you're changing careers right now, I believe that the Valentine's Day holiday being right next with Mars and Venus conjunction and the Leo full moon happening all at the same time is actually going to affect your relationships more than career. So really just depends on where your focus is right now, but definitely a time of union that's going to last long term. All right, so that's really all I wanted to say about the Leo full moon. So we're going to jump right into the 4 elements. I will put timestamps in, guys, at the end of the live stream. So if you're catching the replay, just make sure to click the description box below and the timestamps will be in there. All right, I want to start with the fire signs. So it's going to be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And I actually got this spread from the Power of Love booklet. And what we're going to look at is the first card is going to show us a lesson that you've been learning, but maybe have struggled actually mastering. The next thing we're going to look at is the current energy. And the last thing we're going to look at is a lesson that's long range. And I thought this was the perfect reading for this time period because everything that we're doing right now, these goals are very long range oriented. It's something that's going to last for a long time. All right, so let's timestamp Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 4:30. Hi, Diana. I'm glad you made it. We're just getting started. Hi, Holly. All right. So the first card to come out is commitment. So this is going to be fire signs. Tells me that you've been struggling with commitment or mastering a lesson in commitment. What's happening right now is a transformation. And what's long-term or long-range lesson that you're going to be learning is willingness. So commitment says you're dedicated yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. Transformation, what's happening right now, fire signs. You use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. And the long-term or long-range lesson that you're going to be learning, willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. All right, I do want to pull some tarot. And I thought since we were doing 4 elements, we would use 4 different tarot decks to clarify. So we're going to start with the Gilded Tarot for the fire signs. Let's look at commitment. Fire signs struggling to master commitment. Wow, Knight of Swords. There's still something about your freedom that you don't understand. And the Chariot. The Chariot is rules and regulations. I feel like you need to choose. There's always some sort of decision that needs to be made with the fire signs. Transformation. This is what's happening right now. Wow. The High Priestess. So the High Priestess, of course, secrets, mysteries, things you don't understand, lessons that you haven't quite learned. But this is actually current energy. And the High Priestess is the bridging energy in a twin flame journey. So fire signs, if you're on the twin journey, I definitely need some sort of transformation in your bridging energy. The 5 of Pentacles coming out. So the 5 of Pentacles is about abandonment and rejection. So it tells me that presently, fire signs, you're learning that there's always union. All right, let's look at willingness. It says you are able to compromise if the end result is love. So 3 of Pentacles, teamwork, fire signs learning to be a partner or a pair, and the Empress. So the Empress is about abundance. I feel like the teamwork or like the compromising is definitely what's going to bring the abundance. On the bottom was the Libra, Liberty, the Justice card. All right, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We're gonna do guidance. Let's use Queen of the Moon. All right, so the first card that comes out is the Patience card, but it is the green corn moon, and this Patience card says you're being rewarded for something. So I did kind of sense union here. I feel like fire signs have definitely are learning about oneness, being connected, learning that there's no such thing as separation, because the Patience card says that you've been living as if you already had something. You didn't live like you lacked something. You lived and showed spirit like you already had it. And now you're going to be rewarded. The path comes out, and the path tells me that the path is being lit up for you. So whatever this transformation that's happening, you've definitely been guided. And then willingness comes out, which talks about compromise. The release card comes out on top of that. And release tells me that if you're willing to compromise, fire signs, you're definitely going to be able to release old stagnant energy and bring in this beautiful, bright white light. All right, let's close out the fire signs with Moonology Oracle. And I always say these will help with your thoughts and emotions. So there's no way to get around this Leo fiery moon. Everyone is definitely very emotional. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. Look at this, full moon in Aries. And a new start is coming. It's the new moon. Beautiful, fire signs. All right, I'm going to clean up really quickly. And then we're going to go to earth signs. If the fire signs resonate, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. I love them, Diana. I hope Miss L comes in to join us. I love Junior. Everybody, if you haven't, please visit those thumbs up buttons. Yes, guys, please, please hit the thumbs up for me. All right, so just cleaning up from the fire signs, and I will put timestamps in as soon as we're finished with the live. We're going to do the earth signs next, so Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. These came yesterday, and I thought, wow, talk about perfect timing. All right, let me get a drink of water just really quickly. All right, let's timestamp the earth signs 11/27. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the power of love activation cards. The first card we're going to look at is a lesson that you might have had difficulty mastering, something you've been working on this lifetime and may need to revisit. The second card is going to show us your current energy, what's happening right now. And the third card is going to show us your long range lesson, which I thought was perfect because this is very much a time of long-term goals. Everything that's happening under this Leo full moon right now definitely has the potential to last for a long period of time. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's look and see what is a lesson that you may be having difficulty mastering. We have friendliness coming out. Let's look at what is your current energy. Wow, current energy, we have the past. And let's look at long range lesson that you're going to be learning. Elevation. Look at this. This could be someone who's just now experiencing their spiritual awakening. So a lesson that you may have difficulty learning or mastering says friendliness. You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Present energy. We have through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart. So earth signs definitely releasing their past. And then long range lesson, we have elevation. You're making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. Beautiful. Definitely sounds like someone going through their spiritual awakening. Let's use the Light Seers Tarot. Thank you, Diana. All right, so let's look at the issue with friendliness. Able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Look at that. The Two of Cups comes out. So the Two of Cups is a soulmate energy. So here's what I'm kind of getting for the earth signs. I feel like it's not that the earth signs that aren't being friendly. In fact, that's the complete opposite. Earth signs are actually very friendly, very down to earth. But what I'm getting is it's very possible that the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, are getting into relationships that maybe the person is not putting the equal effort back. Because the Two of Cups is the soulmate card. It says these two people join together and they both put in equal effort. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out. Queen of Pentacles can be someone who's like bossy, controlling. It's very possible that the situation has to do with dating or being in a romantic relationship with someone who could be controlling, especially if it has something to do with money. So in the current energy, you have the past. So I feel like it's very possible, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that you're kind of holding on to something from the past and having difficulty releasing something. The moon comes out. The moon is about emotions, fear. I think it's definitely releasing the fear. And the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords here lately for me, especially in the Light Seers Tarot, you see this giant wall that she's sitting on. It's like she's built her castle, and she's built this very thick, wide, tall wall that no one can climb over. It's very possible that because of something that's happened in your past, your boundaries are very closed, very tight, and you need, of course, be open to receive new energy. Elevation comes out for the long range lesson. And it says, you are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. Definitely gave me the energy of someone experiencing the very beginning of their spiritual awakening. Look at that. So the Lovers comes out. Definitely could be a twin energy, but it's definitely about making a tough decision in a love relationship. And the King of Swords. So we have a match, King and Queen of Swords. So the King of Swords takes action. And the King of Swords, of course, protects himself above all means. This could be someone that's needing to protect their twin flame journey. And that could be what could be causing issues in this soulmate or finding a soulmate. All right, let's use Queen of the Moon for guidance, and let's see what Spirit has to say for the Earth signs. Wow, what did I say? Look at that. Boundaries comes out. It's definitely about having a very tight, closed off protection bubble around you. I'm not saying don't protect yourself, Earth signs, but I'm definitely saying that you need to be open. So don't block, don't cut, don't try to run, that type of situation. You have action. So I do feel like you do need to take some sort of action that has something to do with the past, and most likely is going to be releasing that fear. And then you have focus. So you're definitely changing your focus with the elevation card, especially if you're at the beginning of your spiritual awakening. All right, our signs, let's close it out with the Monology Oracle. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. With all the astrological events that are happening at the same time, it'll be very difficult to not be emotional. The first card to come out says, it's a time to give rather than take. It's the new moon in Virgo. We have surrender to the divine. It's the full moon. Earth signs definitely could be what's happening here. Releasing the fear, releasing the past, surrendering to your divine path. Focus card says you're very close to achieving your goal. Beautiful. All right. If that reading was helpful, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. I'm going to clean up really quickly, guys, and then we're going to go to the water signs. Hi, Jenna. So I know the water signs are always super interesting. So I'm kind of excited to see. Is Carol here? Hi, Carol. All right, so let's timestamp for the water signs. Wait, what is it, honey? Okay. right, guys, so let's do 2010. 2010 for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this particular deck comes the Power of Love activation cards. A beautiful new deck gifted to me at the perfect time for this reading. We're going to look at the Leo full moon, that feisty, driven Leo full moon, Mars and Venus, definitely about your relationships. So we're going to look at lessons in relationships in the past that maybe you haven't quite mastered. We're going to look at the current energy, and then we're going to look at a long-term or long-range lesson that you're going to be learning next. So I'm going to start out with lesson that's come from the past that maybe you have not quite mastered. Wow, vision comes out. It says, no matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. So water signs definitely could be thinking that things maybe aren't fair or things aren't just. Let's look at the current energy for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Current energy, we have commitment. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. That's what you're currently learning right now. Let's look at long range lesson. What will you be learning next? You have individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. All right, I think I'm going to use the regular Rider-Waite. And let's clarify a little bit. It says you have difficulty with vision, and no matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving and just universe. So this tells me that you feel like things are not being fair. What is it that you feel is not just or fair? So the Page of Cups comes out. It's definitely an offer of love, an offer of emotion. And the Five of Pentacles comes out. Five of Pentacles is about abandonment and rejection. So it's very possible that you feel like someone offered you their cup of love and then definitely took it away. Let's look at commitment. So something's happening to you very quickly, very suddenly. Page of Wands definitely could have something to do with a new journey and definitely could be a spiritual awakening. Let's look at individuality. It says you leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. So the Moon comes out. Definitely, again, sensing like releasing fear. I do see the two Twin Towers. And the Ace of Wands. Yes, you're gaining courage to take new action. I feel like you've been hiding. That's what that Moon card says. And on the bottom, the High Priestess, definitely the bridging energy and a twin flame journey. All right, let's do Queen of the Moon next. This is going to be guidance from Spirit for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So the first card to come out is Pleasure. It says that you need to release old, stagnant, negative energy in order to make room for this positive new energy, which would definitely bring you a feeling of release and a feeling of pleasure. The Wolf Moon comes out, interesting water signs. So this is the Hunger card, and it definitely talks about which wolf are you going to feed, the good or the bad. And Resistance comes out. I definitely feel like there is some sort of fear, and you could be resisting taking some sort of new action. All right, let's close out the water signs with the Moonology Oracle. Like I've been telling all the elements, with the Leo full moon, definitely messing with our relationships, Venus and Mars. It's very difficult not to be emotional. Emotional does not necessarily have to be a bad situation. I mean, you could be delighted and happy to be emotional. It doesn't mean you're sad and crying. But I do feel like emotions are running high. So we have nothing is yet set in stone. A fiery climax approaches. Look at those full moons. Ooh. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. It's the full moon in Capricorn. All right, water signs, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. All those very good things that does help my channel grow. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and then we have the air signs last. I think we're doing great on time. Hi, Tara. Look at that. On the bottom of that Queen of the Moon for the water signs was the Queen of the Moon. Look at that. Sovereignty. All right, so just cleaning up from the water signs. I will put the timestamps in, guys, as soon as we're done with the live stream. So we have a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius left. Hey, can you turn the music up a little? Guys, let me know if you hear any music in the background. Sweet. Thank you, Vanessa. All right, guys, let's timestamp the air signs. Air signs at 2750. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is going to be a reading where we're going to look at your love and relationship lessons. So with the Leo full moon, very feisty, fiery energy, but also the Mars and Venus conjunction today, February 16th, one of those dates that I said they were going to be super, super close. So things that are happening right now under this Leo full moon are things that are going to be for long-term situations. That's why earlier I was talking about when we did the weekly four elements. I mentioned relationships and dates. Like if you were going out on first dates, not to be surprised if it turned into something more than you expected. And I feel like that's an energy that's going around with everything. Now, this definitely can be a career situation. Like if you're really focused on your career right now and you're not focused on meeting anyone new, or you're not focused on your personal relationships, definitely could be something like that. But I do feel that because Mars and Venus are in conjunction at the same time, plus we just had Valentine's Day, I feel like all these situations kind of put together are definitely putting the focus on relationships. So the first card we're going to look at is what lesson, maybe in relationships, have you not quite mastered? Something that's been evident in your life, but maybe not learned and need to revisit. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All right, so peacefulness comes out, and it says, you recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. So I'm kind of sensing like maybe I almost said drama, like definitely being drawn to some sort of drama. Let's look at the current energy, what's happening right now. We have commitment. So water signs just got commitment for the very same placement. It says you dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. Excuse me. All right, let's look at long-term or long-range lesson that you're going to be learning next. We have priorities coming out. So priorities say you understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. So peacefulness, I feel like it's very possible, air signs. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're the one that's causing drama. It's just very possible that like you're attracting it in some way or drawing it towards you in some way. And that's definitely a lesson that maybe is evident, but you haven't quite learned or quite mastered. So current energy commitment tells me it's very possible that you're learning about commitment, but you're learning about a commitment in a relationship that you're already in. And then priorities comes out, and priorities, of course, says you will understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. I feel like you make love your priority. All right, I'm going to use the Llewellyn Tarot to clarify. Thank you, Sandra. All right, let's look at peacefulness. It says you recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. So it's telling me like you want away from the drama. You definitely want to be in a more calm environment. So the Two of Wands comes out, and the Two of Wands tells me you have a very important decision to make. And it's very possible that you need to travel because the Two of Wands is about traveling. This card could be saying that you need to take yourself away from some sort of situation, physically move away. Page of Pentacles comes out, and it tells me it's time for a new journey. You definitely could have fear of starting some sort of new journey or taking like a new route. Let's look at commitment. It says you dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. Wow, look at this. The Six of Wands comes out. Six of Wands talks about a victory. It says that someone notices you. And the Tower. So the Tower is that Mars energy. I don't think that a tower, well, it definitely could cause a tower moment. But I feel like for the air signs, could be definitely talking to more of a divine feminine energy and some masculine that they've definitely been kind of fearful to go towards has noticed them and could definitely have caused a tower moment. The Tower does represent Mars, the divine masculine. Let's look at priorities. So Ten of Swords comes out. Ten of Swords is a completion of a very painful life cycle. So you're definitely ready to end all the pain, all the agony, all the sadness, and elevate yourself to a higher vibrational energy. The Priestess comes out. Beautiful. So the Priestess is actually an earth energy. Priestess, of course, definitely like the High Priestess, could be the bridging energy in a twin flame journey, and definitely pick that up over here at the very beginning where it told me that you need to travel and you could have fear of taking some sort of new route. On the bottom, look at that, another completion, the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands says it's time to lay those burdens down. All right, so let's do guidance for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius with Queen of the Moon. All right, so the Will card comes out, and this card does talk about your willpower. So whatever it is that you're having to do here with the peacefulness, where you're having to find I feel like you're needing to move into a peaceful environment. It's definitely going to take some willpower. We have blossoming coming out on commitment. So whoever is noticing you, air signs, I feel like it's definitely bringing some sort of new opportunity or it's a new situation. Look at that. You have 13 and 33. So 333 and 8, the path. So over here with your priorities, where you're learning to put love into all situations, the path comes out and it tells me that Spirit's going to guide you. Spirit's actually going to light the path up for you. All right, let's close out the air signs with Moonology Oracle. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I've told all the last 3 elements that it will be very emotional full moon. The Leo full moon, a fire sign, a feisty, driven, going after what it wants, but Mars and Venus conjunction at the very same time definitely makes it a little bit different. Look at that. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. A personal issue reaches resolution, the full moon in Cancer, and take time to breathe out. All right, air signs, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. And I'm just going to clean up really quickly, guys. And then, of course, we will do some free readings. All right. 35, 45. That's not too bad at all. I was going to do all 12 signs, but I feel like it takes so long. And then we don't get very much time to do the free readings. And I know this sounds weird, guys, but this is like my bedtime. Me and Junior definitely play like the old folks row very well. We're seriously like, what was it the last time, honey? It was like, I looked at the clock, it was 7:47. We were going to bed. But I just want to say that 3:30 alarm he has on his phone comes super early. Not today, though, guys. We definitely get to sleep in tomorrow. So what do you guys think about the Power of Love activation cards? Beautiful, right? Oh, I feel like I always miss out on the conversation. Thank you, Tara. All right, if anybody wants a free reading, now's the time. So just if you've asked earlier, please just retype it in there for me. Diana was asking if you're in danger of these upcoming storms. I don't know. Are we in danger? We're in Kentucky, guys. Like the weather changes every other day. The season changes every other day. Yeah, it's summer right now. It'll be winter tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, that's so weird, guys. Look, mine is my youngest. My youngest has been what's a nice way to say this? On my mind for the last few days. Oh my gosh, Sandra, I'm so sorry. Hi, Miss Tina. She's saying they're in Missouri, honey. Will you check on that? All right, I could be wrong, but I think Tara was first. I'm probably wrong and missed one, I'm sure, but I'm just going to click this one first, Facebook. I feel like Facebook gets skipped so much. All right, Tara, I know you just typed that, but just let me know you're still here. And then let me know if you have a particular question. If you're just looking for spiritual guidance, we can definitely use the Power of Love cards that we just used and do that same spread. But just let me know if you have like a specific question. And I do see yours, Diana and Sandra. Maybe it snowed tomorrow. Oh, Missouri is getting snow tomorrow. Kansas City, Missouri is. No, not us. St. Louis. All right, Tara says. Beautiful. All right. So Tara, I want to do the same spread that I just did, but we're going to do it just for you personally. All right, Tara. So let's look at a lesson in love or relationships that's been evident in your life, which means you've seen it, you know you need to do something about it, but not sure what to do. Wow, ownership comes out and it says, you acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. So I actually got this card myself when I did the reading myself, Tara. So me and Junior definitely tested the cards out right before we started the live. I always do that just to make sure that the spread is going to be okay. But I got that same card. And I think what it means is that we need to see the difficult things that we come up across as lessons instead of like bad luck or something mean or something bad. You know what I'm saying? And then the lessons we need to see in a more positive way too. We need to understand that there's rewards. And we also need to really understand, guys, that we chose to come down here and choose these lessons. There's not like some mystical spirit up, you know, in heaven that's like punishing us for certain things. It's not like that at all. We definitely chose what lessons that we're here learning right now. So always keep that in mind. There's not like this bad luck cloud that's following us around or anything like that. I definitely feel like the way we see things affects how we react to it. So that to me, when I seen that card, it kind of just told me that I need to understand that it's not bad luck or bad karma or, you know, nothing like that. It's just a lesson that I chose to learn in this lifetime. All right, let's look at your current energy right now. All right, so I noticed there was two, but I went ahead and flipped them. So current energy right now, you have freedom and forgiveness. So freedom says you're releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energies of openness. Interesting. So you definitely could be freeing yourself from something or someone. Forgiveness comes out. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Look at that. Yep. You've definitely recently like released some sort of attachment that you felt you had to someone from your past. And you did that by forgiving them. It's I always every time I do these readings, I remember some like Facebook meme that I've seen. But I just remembered another one. So I recently seen one that said, I forgive you because to not forgive is to hate, and to hate is still holding on to something. So in order to permanently release something, um you know, forgiveness has to be given. And I feel like that's kind of the situation that you're in. It's like you realize that if you continue to be angry with this person, um it's still causing like some sort of attachment and you can't release yourself. But that's the current energy, so it tells me you're learning it right now. All right, let's look at long range lesson. What's coming in that you're going to be working on learning next? So we have acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. So acceptance, definitely about releasing control and just accepting that people are a certain way, loving them unconditionally anyway. And also, I think it's about accepting that things in life are a certain way and trying not to control an outcome. All right, let's use the Llewellyn and clarify just a little. Let's look at the ownership card. The past lesson that's evident in your life, but you're having difficulty mastering. It says you acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. Look at that. The Hermit, Virgo comes out. I definitely feel like it's part of your spiritual awakening. You've most likely are very new to the spiritual awakening. I would say like in the last 1, 2, 3 years, very much stepping into your own, going within to find the answers instead of looking out here, wherever you were. Let's look at freedom and forgiveness. I do feel like this is about breaking free from a situation or person. Yeah. So the Ten of Swords comes out, and it's just a confirmation. It says it's the ending to a painful life lesson, or the ending to a painful life cycle. All right, let's look at acceptance. The Knight of Wands. So it's very possible that you're learning to accept that you need to be courageous enough to take some sort of action. This could be an acceptance that someone didn't take an action, like wasn't courageous enough to take an action towards you. That could definitely be saying that also. All right, and then just like we did the elements, let's pull guidance for Tara. What does Spirit have to say to Tara about this situation? So there it is right there. So it's number 40, and it's Long Night Moon, and it says darkness on it. And what I get from this card is, so the darkness, there's one, you see the rabbit on one side, the other side, there's nothing there. It's very much one path. It's about fear. The rabbit has fear to move forward. But when I see this card, I always feel like it's uneven. Like there's supposed to be another one on this side. So it's like you thought someone was supposed to go down this kind of scary path with you, and you're having to do something on your own. I definitely kind of picked that up. Like you're having to accept that someone didn't take a courageous action towards you, and that courageous action was going down this path with you. So you're having to do it on your own. And whenever this card comes out, I definitely feel like it's Spirit saying you're not doing it on your own. Spirit's right beside you. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. I do too, Miss Tina. They are beautiful. Thank you, Tara. Thank you very, very much. All right, guys, who's next? All right, Diana, I know you're still here, but let me know just really quickly. Hi, G. That you are. And let me know, are you wanting messages from your person or messages from Spirit? You all right over there? I'm trying to fan them. All right. So Diana wants to see messages from her person. Definitely could be messages that they're wanting to say but don't have the courage. Definitely could be something that's coming in the very near future with all this courageous, fiery, feisty energy. Definitely could be something from the higher self. And could even be messages of something they already said previously, which kind of brings me to that card that we had, like a previous evident lesson that's in your life, but not able to master. So I'm scared you hate me flipped out, and I don't know what to do. So I do feel your person's in a little bit of a, I almost said like a twister, but like chaotic energy, like fearful, scared, no direction. I want to work with you comes out. I didn't plan this. So whatever has happened, I feel like your person could have remorse. I'm just as upset as you are about this, so definitely. I can feel your energy. I feel like there's one more. And look at that. Did you get my message? Interesting. All right. Let's use the Light Seers Tarot, Diana, and let's see if we can get a little bit more information. I'm scared you hate me. Why is this person scared that you hate them? So the Five of Cups comes out, and the Five of Cups does talk about a loss. I don't know what to do. The King of Pentacles. So this person doesn't know how to like take control, because the King does take, King of Pentacles, a protector, a provider, takes action. I want to work with you, a Four of Swords. So definitely a time of healing, and definitely wants to heal together. I didn't plan this, the Chariot. So it's very possible this person has moved. I'm just as upset as you about this. Look at that. The Lovers comes out. So you're both upset about the journey. Interesting. I think you're both upset about how difficult the journey is, how difficult the decision can be. I feel your energy, King of Swords. So your person can definitely be an air sign. But this is more about like taking action into finding clarity. I'm almost got like just now with this particular King of Swords. I know. So most of the time their swords are raised. In the Light Seers, his sword is down, and I almost got like that meditating, like Buddhist position. You know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like your person is definitely experiencing the spiritual awakening part of this journey, and definitely starting to like go within. I know this is the King of Swords, which is about fighting and taking action, but I see how his sword is laying down. It's still in his hand. He's still ready if he needs to, but I kind of get like this person is trying to find clarity. Now, the interesting one, did you get my message? And I felt like I needed to keep pulling, like I was drawn to keep going. The Three of Cups comes out. It actually flipped out, and the World is on the bottom. Ten of Cups is next. So did you get my message? Could have something to do definitely with a third party, but could just be about celebration, some sort of gathering, celebrating with your friends, close family, something like that. Maybe this person's invited you to something like that. The World does say new opportunities. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Hot and cold, yes. Well, Diana, that's the thing about this moon right now. Like I said earlier, whatever is happening right now under this Leo full moon, definitely has like the ability to go long term. So if you are kind of dealing with a hot and cold situation or on and off situation, I feel like it's very important that you make a definite decision. Make a definite decision and stick to it. So, for example, if I was in your shoes and someone's in a hot and cold type of energy, I'm really going to go and focus on my purpose, and I know that that's going to open my energy up to the person who's supposed to be here then and now. You see what I mean? Because you don't want the hot and cold energy to be something that's long lasting. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Diana. I believe the sale is on an Etsy. Yes, ma'am. Let me check really quick. I actually have it pulled up. I'll tell you guys the end date. February 21st at 12 a.m. is when the sale will be done. So today's the 16th, so a few more days. And I will put that link on there. Thank you, Sandra, for reminding me. 40% off, guys. I did add a couple extra additional love readings. One of them is Where is Your Love Life Headed? That's been the really popular one. It shows the road with the headlights. So it should be up as one of my favorites up towards the top of the Etsy page. And of course, all the twin flame readings are in there also. I do have the Celtic cross reading under that sale. If you are a twin flame and the sale, of course, is still not enough, please just message me. I noticed many of you guys have reached out. I really do appreciate that. I'm glad that we're able to get you the help that's needed, and you're able to get the guidance that will guide you into your next part of your journey. So, yeah, reach out, email, Etsy shop, doesn't matter, YouTube. But yeah, I can definitely make you a bigger coupon, or just figure out how we can, you know, get you the help that you need. All right, Sandra, I think you were next. That's always nice, Sandra. That's always good news, right? Just what Spirit wants her to know. All right, I want to go back to the power of love, and let's just pull one main focus card for Sandra. So we have friendliness come out. You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Okay, so that's kind of interesting because when I seen this card earlier, I can't remember which element it came out for, but I get like it's almost like you're personally, purposely drawing the people to you that are meant to be in your life, like at this moment. Definitely could be drawing like your soul tribe together. You're drawing people that, like it says, has more things in common. So let's use the light seers and see. Let's pull a little tarot on it and see if we can clarify a little bit further. Who is it that you're drawing to you? Look at that. So the Knight of Swords, see how he's running? It's like someone has something very important they want to tell you. The Eight of Wands, again, like quick information. And Page of Wands, something to do with your spiritual awakening or spiritual journey. Interesting. What else, Spirit? Ooh. So the Two of Cups comes out, a partnership. Someone wants to match your effort. Look, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups. I feel like this is about forgiveness. Someone wants a fresh start, a clean slate. The Queen of Pentacles, the Hierophant. It could be like someone who has something to do with your money, maybe has like a partnership in your money or somehow has control over your money. Could be definitely someone who has a lot of resources and helps you with money. The Hierophant comes out, and of course, it could be talking about a marriage. And Temperance comes out. Strong Sagittarius. So The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Temperance, strong Sagittarius. Temperance is about healing. I feel like this is going to be like a slow moving person. This is like someone who it's taken them a long time to ascend. You see what I'm trying to say? All right, let's pull Queen of the Moon to get a guidance card. Ooh, look at that, Sandra. So the hot moon extremes comes out, and it is very much about a fiery, passionate full moon. So I do feel like in the current energy, whatever it is that you're drawing to you, like things that you have in common, it could be even like with a person that you're already in a relationship with, definitely. Like you could be forging like a stronger love-based connection with that person, or it's saying if that person is definitely wanting something like that. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that's helpful. I feel like the person wants it, Sandra, and that Four of Cups kind of tells me like you're still thinking about it. All right, G. G would like a twin flame energy update. G, I know you are, but please just let me know that you're still here. Thank you, Sandra. So I'm kind of interested. I want to use the new cards and see how the energy update would work. Let's see how this works, G. Let me know real quick that you're still here. Absolutely, Sarah. We're going to do G's twin flame energy update. If G comments quickly. And then Sarah, I can do yours next. All right, G. Oh, G could be driving. G's the one that's always traveling. All right, G, here goes. Ready? So G, twin flame, current energy update. I'm going to use the power of love activation cards to look at both of your current energy and your bridging energy. And then we'll pull some head, heart, and higher self for your person. I see you, G. Thank you. All right, so unity comes out. That's going to be your energy. Interesting. Very much like a union card, right? All right, let's look at your person's energy. We have detachment coming out. Your person could be detaching from maybe like a third party situation. Let's look at bridging energy for G. Bridging energy. Where do I see it? Come on. Acceptance comes out. All right, G. So your energy says unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. How perfect is that, G? All right. So your person's energy, it says detachment. You are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. I kind of get that. I feel like your person could be learning. Your person definitely going through some form of massive transformation. And with detachment, it kind of tells me it's like it's hard for your person to leave their old self behind, but that's definitely what they're working on right now. Acceptance is the bridging energy, and it says you're ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Okay, do you understand what this is? This is like expectations, G. So it's definitely saying that right now, the bridging energy is you're both learning to love each other unconditionally. you're learning that you're already in union, and you're both learning not to have expectations from each other. How beautiful is that? Amazing. All right, let's use the Gilded Tarot really quickly, and let's look at your person's head, heart, and higher self. What are they currently thinking about right now? So we have the moon coming out, fear. The fear is causing them a lot of emotion. They're thinking about doing something, but there's fear to do it. And actually, that is not the moon. That is the star. That is super weird because I definitely saw the moon, and I've had these cards forever. So the star is about like hope for your future, or like a clean slate, purification. So I feel like there's fear that he won't get a clean slate, or like he can't be forgiven, something like that. Interesting. All right, so in the heart space, Six of Cups. Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's thinking back on old times, like better times, happier times. But the Six of Cups is also reunion. Interesting. I feel like both of you have reached union because in the heart space, you both understand that you've been in union this whole time. Super interesting. All right, let's look at the higher self. What is your person's higher self currently teaching them right now? There's that moon. How interesting is that? Look at that, though. I definitely saw the moon. All right, so I feel like the higher self is definitely teaching your person, G, to release their fears. And I feel like when they release their fears, that's when they're going to be able to like purify and cleanse that energy. And that's when the forgiveness and reunion comes to play. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful, G. All right, so Sarah would like guidance with her twin flame energy. I feel like she needs the same reading, so we're going to do it the same way. Sarah, I know you're commenting. Just really quick, let me know you're still here. Aw, thank you, Jean. All right, Sarah, if you could just comment, let me know that you're still there. I know you commented just a few minutes ago. Perfect. Thank you. So respect comes out for your current energy. Let's look at your person's current energy. Cooperation, interesting, comes out. Let's look at the bridging energy. What's the bridging energy for Sarah and her twin? Wow, detachment again. All right, guys. So detachment is probably going to come out a lot if you're on a twin flame journey because of the Leo full moon, Mars and Venus. So Mars definitely represents divine masculine. Venus, bless you, honey. Venus definitely represents divine feminine. Today, February 16th, is one of the times that they're going to be at their absolute closest. It's like the peak. There's actually 3 different days. I think it's March 3rd and March 6th are the other 2 days, but February 16th, when we have the Leo full moon at its peak, we have Mars and Venus conjunction at its peak. So is that a coincidence? Absolutely not. So what's going to happen is detachment is going to come out a lot because the twins are definitely learning to detach themselves from karmic lessons, karmic ties, unhealthy, toxic situations, and they're learning to follow the light and go towards their purpose, towards their mission. It's very collective energy. It's happening all over the world. So I definitely kind of sense like that's the energy that's happening, and that's why detachment is in the bridging energy. I don't think that you two are trying to run from each other. I don't think you're trying to cut cords. I think it's very possible, especially with cooperation coming out on your person's side, that you probably already tried to do all that nonsense already before. So now that you realize that that's not possible, both of you are going to start working together, kind of sense that. All right. So your energy, you have respect. It says you value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. So they've done something that you didn't agree with, but you're going to have to learn to understand that their journey could be different than yours. And guys, I got this card. I got this card earlier also. But when I heard seen it, I definitely got like I need to understand that not everyone's journey is my journey. Even though you are twins, you have a massive lesson that you're learning in this lifetime, and your twin has a massive lesson that he's learning in this lifetime. He, she, doesn't matter. A detachment coming out in the middle just tells me that you're both detaching away from unhealthy situations, not each other. So cooperation comes out on your person side, and it says your quest to manifest the energy of love. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. So that is super easy. Your person is currently learning about the twin flame journey. Your person is learning that there's a spiritual bond here. You both probably have tried to separate and run from each other before. And like this person is learning that they can do that, or you can do that as many times as you want, and it's not going to help the situation. Detachment says you're releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. So you both could be definitely detaching yourselves from third parties, karmics, like I said earlier, if you're in those type of relationships. But it could also just be like, let's say you're both not even in a third party relationship. I feel like somebody is, but let's say you're not, for example. You would just be learning that your old idea of maybe, for example, union was incorrect. And so you have to learn like a new way. It's something about your spiritual belief, something that's like really set in stone in your mind is changing. And that's what I'm getting is the bridging energy. On the bottom was harmony. All right, let's use the Llewellyn and let's look at your person's. All right, let's do both. All right, let's look at your person's head, heart, and higher self. And we'll look at your head, heart, and higher self. So this is going to be what you're thinking, feeling, and what your higher self is teaching you. Let's start with your person. No, apparently not. We're going to start with you. All right, let's start with what you're thinking right now. So you have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is that Pisces energy, but this is actually the Llewellyn Tarot. Love this deck. So he's not actually hanging upside down. So originally, like the regular Hanged Man, he's hanging upside down. His head is down here, and it does talk about like being suspended between two worlds. It does talk about like someone who's like wanting to go back to their past. Of course, we can't do that, but fearful of moving forward. So instead, they just kind of stay where they are and they don't make any changes. This is the Hanged Man in the Llewellyn Tarot, and she's actually fixing to drop. Like her feet are on the ground right here, and her hands are up here. She's getting ready to drop and land on her feet. So that's pretty interesting. I feel like you're getting ready to take some sort of big action. You're fixing to make some sort of big decision. It's like you've thought something through long enough, and now you know what route to take. Let's look at the heart space. What are you currently feeling? So we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so I do feel like someone's in a third party because Seven of Wands is about having healthy boundaries, but it's also about feeling like you're having to compete. All right, let's look at what your higher self is teaching you right now. So you have the Eight of Cups. Your higher self is teaching you to get on your path and follow your purpose. All right. Let's look at your person's head, heart, and higher self. What is your person thinking right now? Wow. Ooh. So the Tower comes out. Actually, I've seen the Tower several times with this Mars energy. The Tower is divine masculine energy. Could definitely be saying that your person is learning that he is the divine masculine in this particular situation. But I think actually there could be something that's definitely happening. in his energy. I feel like he's thinking about doing something. It could be about breaking free from some sort of situation because it shows the tower like on fire and the people like jumping to get free. So when the tower comes out, everybody kind of freaks out and they're like, oh no, it's super scary. But the tower says that something is going to clear it's the way. You know what I'm trying to say? Like there's the tower is usually blocking something that the person needs to see on the other side. All right, let's look at the heart space. What is happening in your person's heart space? What are they feeling right now? So my heart just got super heavy. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so King of Swords comes out. King of Swords says that they're fighting for something. They're trying to protect something. It could just be themselves. They feel like they might need to protect themselves for some reason. But Kings take action. Swords is about clarity. I feel like this person is just this could be about like earlier I said something about cord cutting. Like it's very possible your person is like tried to like break the bind, like the bound. Like I don't know how to explain this. They've definitely tried. It's hurt. It's so painful in their heart space that they're trying to like. It could be why attachment is in the bridging energy, but they're definitely learning. That's why the tower is here. They're definitely learning that like this isn't possible. But I would say like if this sounds like it resonates, send your person unconditional love because your person is definitely experiencing something really traumatic in the heart space. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to do with you. I did feel like it's very possible your person is in a third party situation, and that's what this tower is, and that could be definitely why the heart space was like it just hit me really heavy. All right, let's look at the higher self. Look at that. The Seven of Wands came out for both sides, two different decks. So the higher self is teaching this person about healthy boundaries. Over here, I feel like it could definitely be about healthy boundaries, but you feel like you're having to compete with someone. Over here in the higher self space, this is the higher self teaching the divine masculine, I believe, that they need healthy boundaries. They need to protect themselves from something or someone. I don't think it's necessarily you. I feel like this person could be in a third party or karmic situation. All right, let's pull some guidance and let's use magical times. Look at that. Faith card comes out. Believe you are not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. All right, Sarah. I hope that was helpful. If she's not subscribed, I'm shocked because that was like really clear. All right, guys. Who else? That was a strong one, Sarah. So if you haven't subscribed, I definitely recommend it. You definitely found the right spot. I was hoping we'd stay on long enough Miss L would come in. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very, very much. Yes, guys, please hit the like button for me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. She said she is subscribed. I felt like that energy was too strong for it to be a new person. Senior person, unconditional love, Sarah. They're definitely going through something emotional in the heart space. All right. Was there anyone else? Am I missing anyone? Oh, Diana had to leave. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, look, Diana's talking about the class next week. I'm so excited about our twin flame class. I'm so, so ready. I've already made my outline, guys. I've already made the extra little pictures to show you guys. I'm just super excited. And it's super weird because normally I'm one of those people that say I perform best under pressure. So like I procrastinate like you would not believe. Don't do that, guys. It's bad. But yeah, like I'm really surprised that I'm so ready, like days and days in advance. Like I'm just ready. But I feel like it's because we scheduled it. You know what I mean? It was so far out. Like we've had almost a whole month to get ready. Yes, I'm so excited. And I definitely feel like I was telling Miss Tina and Junior yesterday, um, I definitely feel like I don't know, I have it outlined and set up a certain way that I feel like we're really going to open up. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we're going to be comfortable enough. We've all been in here talking to each other when we do these live readings. We've all got to know each other. It's such a small group that I definitely feel like it's going to be just perfect. And everybody's going to start to see like how other people's story is going to resonate with their story. And once that happens, that's when you really start to realize like you really are part of like a collective tribe. And that I think is going to be the most amazing part. I know we didn't do a whole lot in the Facebook group. Some of the members for the class, unfortunately, don't have Facebook and weren't able to come in there and actually interact. So I really didn't do a lot with it this last week. I just thought we are all pretty much ready for it to start. Definitely. I feel like we all are. I feel like it's going to be really eye-opening for all of us. And some of us in there have been on the journey for quite some time. So not everyone in there is brand new to the journey. And some people know, of course, that they're part of this collective tribe and they have an understanding that they're not alone. But I do feel like for the majority of twin flames on this journey, that's usually like the most difficult part is feeling like you're all alone and like that's it's just you dealing with this type of situation. And it's just funny because as soon as you do a little research, as soon as you get online, as soon as you just type the word twin flames into any search engine, you see that, like, there's so much information. And I don't think it's a coincidence either that, it seems kind of new to most people. But it's really not. I think the word twin flames or like the label that they've put on it recently is new because twin flames have been around since like the Egyptians back in the pyramid times, right, guys? So yeah, it's been a long, long time. And I definitely feel like the push for it to be more about our purpose and our mission instead of our own selfish reasons or like our own expectations or our own personal situation definitely puts the focus on the twins. And I think it's not a coincidence that like all these astrological events are happening all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That are all focused on twin flames. Like, look at the mass awakening of twins. Now, twins have always been here, but it's all about remembering. That's what we're doing is we're remembering who we are, remembering our purpose, remembering what we're supposed to be doing. So I just feel like it's happening like everywhere, all across the world in massive numbers. And I just don't think any of that is a coincidence. I do. She says, how exciting, Sarah says. I do feel like it's super, super exciting. Interesting, Sandra. Super, super interesting. All right, guys. Did anyone else want a reading? Am I missing anyone before I wrap it up? I know we did a few of them. I just don't want to miss anyone. Just let me know. What do you think? You think I got them all? All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me for this Leo full moon. Exciting, passionate full moon. I can't believe I stayed up till 9:30, guys. All right, I'm taking my butt to bed. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night, a wonderful rest of your week. I will be back Friday with the fire signs, guys, and we will move on to the energy of next week. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in and always participating. I love all of you guys. Thank you, Sarah, for participating today. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, G. I know Diana already left, but thank you, Diana. Miss Tina, and of course, Junior, I love you. Thank you for helping me. All right, guys. As always, I'm sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.